Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. We've uncovered a lot of scams that specifically target seniors. And one scam in particular can fool a lot of people, especially because the person seems so credible. Take a look. The lights are on and everyone home is on alert at the Hammond Glen Senior Community. This after a woman posing as a nurse robbed several residents, making an unusual request.
She told them that she was here to check to see if they had scabies.
Regional Director Karen Cochran says the woman knocked on 3 doors on the 9th floor, identified herself as a nurse, and said the floor had been infected with scabies. What she was really doing was pulling a scam.
So they let this person in, and while the resident had their back turned to this person, she was going through their things. She got credit cards and she got money.
Police say she also told the victims, all in their 80s, she'd have to examine them physically, all the while asking them for personal information, including their social security numbers. By the time residents realized the woman was a fake, she was gone. Police say she used one of the credit cards at this BP gas station. They also say she tried to get into other senior living facilities in the area, using scabies as a way in. Scabies is a contagious skin infection caused by the itch mite.
Residents who are senior citizens, they probably relate more to a disease like that than someone younger. Maybe this person actually is in the healthcare field and they know, it brings back some scary memories for them. It breaks your heart because you think of your own grandparents and you think, how could you come in there and do something like that? A lot of people are financially strapped and they have no conscience when it comes to things like that.
Wow, my goodness. Well, Fred Ellsbury with the Better Business Bureau is back with me here on the program. Fred, this sounds like a typical healthcare / insurance fraud scam, and you probably hear about these too?
We do hear about them, and usually whatever's in the news is going to be a scam of the day. But, it always amazes me how brazen some of these scammers have become, Adam. I mean, to go into a nursing home, first of all, you had to really talk your way to get access into there to start with.
Right.
So, I'd be talking to the people at the front desk about the people that are coming in, and particularly ones that get into the rooms. But as a resident, we know if we're a resident in one of these homes, we know the people that are our caregivers. And if somebody different shows up, you should shut that door and call the front desk and say, I'm not talking to anybody until somebody tells me to do so.
Well, you can see where a senior would fall victim to this. I mean, you're in your home and you expect there to be good security there, and you're at that senior living facility, and then all of a sudden a woman, you might think she's new, and she comes in and gives you this pretty scary report about scabies.
Right.
And all of a sudden you're handing over information, or she's in your unit gathering details about you. And so seniors just have to take extra precautions, right? They just do. It's just the way it is. They're going to have to take extra precautions. It's sad because, seniors, like I talked about, are just such kind, loving people and so trustworthy.
They are.
And they're going to have to just have that extra layer of protection and basically shield themselves from scam artists.
Many of them, their antennas are up when something like this happens, but not all of them. To your point, a lot of them are eager to see people, eager to have a visitor maybe, but they really have to be cautious. And we as families and friends of our seniors need to be a resource for them to make them feel comfortable asking questions or pushing back when this type of a situation occurs.
Now let's shift gears for just a moment and talk about door-to-door sales scams against seniors. Do you hear about this, and what are some of the stories or complaints that may be coming into the Better Business Bureau in reference to this?
Well, about a year ago we had a scam that was going through the metro Atlanta area where people would go door to door and they would say, I've noticed you have an asphalt driveway. I have some materials left over from another job I did in the neighborhood, so for a good cash price, I can resurface your asphalt driveway. And what they were doing is they were putting old automobile oil on the driveway, which made it dark, looked like they had coated it with a new coat of asphalt, and the first rain came, and now you had, you ran the risk of having the EPD out there to see you, But anytime somebody has a little extra left over from another job and they want to give you a cash price, those should all be red flags for you, whether it be roof or driveway or whatever it might be. It's usually some type of a home maintenance issue that they want to give you a really good deal on.
Well, on that note, I want to share something that I actually covered as an investigative report involving seniors. There was a gentleman that was going around the metro Atlanta area, and he was a handyman saying, hey, I can come clean out your gutters, and would go up and target seniors, and he would go up to their homes and say, look, you need the leaves, cleared from your gutters. Looks like you got a few shingles missing on the roof. And he would actually get on their roof, and when he did, he would cause damage to the roof. And physically damage the roof, and then get down and say, guess what, you got a bigger problem than you really think, and overcharge these seniors and say, look, you're going to have to get your savings, open up your savings account, because we're talking about a $10,000 job here to repair damages to your roof that I found when I got up there. But the truth is, this contractor actually got up there and did the damage himself.
Yeah. And another one I've seen, Adam, is two people come in and they say, we'd like to do a free inspection of your roof from the inside of your house. We've looked from the outside and it looks like it's probably 10, 15 years old. So an elderly person will let them come in the house. I mean, it's free, right? A free roof inspection. So while one of them is talking with you, the other one has a squirt gun and he's squirting water that's running down your wall. And then the other one says, well, look, you have a leak right here, from the rains we've had the last 2 or 3 days. You have, we can get up there and probably repair that, but we'll need to have cash, because otherwise it's going to cost you $3,000 or $4,000. But we can probably do it today for about $1,000. And we'll get calls from those seniors who've gone to the bank, they've got their $1,000, and they're getting ready to give it. And maybe they've called a son or daughter that says, I'm just not sure about this. Call the Better Business Bureau. And then they'll call us, and we then immediately contact the local police. And they'll go out there, and many times they'll catch these perpetrators or run them off.
Well, in the bogus contractor that I told you I uncovered in Metro Atlanta, he was arrested for it and went to jail for it and had done this in other states.
Yeah.
But, seniors should always be leery of anybody coming to their door, and especially when there are more than one. Because like you said, oftentimes what I hear is that seniors, come to the door, there are two people there, and you will have a situation where one of the seniors will answer the door, of course, and you'll have two contractors. One will distract the senior at the door. The other will go around to the back of the house and enter the home, steal jewelry, anything they can find on the inside of the home. So when you have two of them, that's where it really becomes scary too.
Well, you can only watch one of them at a time. You're absolutely right.
That's right. Well, Fred, thank you. We're going to talk a little bit more with you here in just a few moments. And when we come back, some very shocking cases of elder abuse. How seniors can protect themselves from family members who may be taking advantage of them. Yes, family members. That's coming up on the program right when we come back.